Hello everybody, Burnedoutguy here, and welcome back to OutWorld Station. Alright, last episode we were in the process of building up our fleet here, and I was stopping to upgrade things here and there because production is pretty slow of these in particular ships and stuff like that, right? And we got bottlenecks that we can actually kind of fix instead of having time be our constraint as much as it is right now. So last episode, we were talking about going to the gas giant and starting to harvest that planet and seeing what we can harvest from it and all that good stuff. So I think the first thing that we should do is jump over here into F2, create a nice big station where we're hauling in more. Well, we might actually start upgrading all the tubes and everything out there, and maybe start connecting some of these together so that way, because there's a lot of cloud miners that are out there doing absolutely nothing. So maybe we should just connect them all if that's possible. Should check that out. So as you can see, we have like small little gaps and stuff like this, right, where we could technically connect or all these miners together. Like here would be a good place, right? Those would be all connected, and then we can connect this bunch here with maybe this bunch over here somehow, either a line like this to come over, and then just start splitting them all up together and trying to put them together, because there's like a whole whack of them up here too that are all like together, and that we could just like splice off and send to another wormhole, right? Because there's like so many of them not doing anything. I could put like a wormhole right here probably, and then connect all these together and probably furnish that wormhole. That's probably a good idea. Let's try that. Oh, it's going to be dependent on the direction of these tubes though. That's another thing I'm just remembering. That might not actually work. Well, screw it. We'll put it in another one. I just gotta hook things up properly, that's all. So there we go. So now we got a power station here, and now what I've done, I redid the blueprint since we had the first one was all messed up, and then now we have like this power extension one. Oh, I should have left those tubes there. Damn, huh? And if I went bam, that should all work. But those other pipes didn't join. Now, I'm telling you, this blueprinting thing has got some issues. Now, it doesn't take a blueprint for this thing. What are you doing attacking my stuff? So rude. Unfortunately, there's no power here. Oh, there is power. Oh. How did you get power? You know what? I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm just going to upgrade the two of you. That way we get all kinds of stuff in here. All right, so that's the start. We need to put a few things over here so that way we're protected, right? Okay, so these things are pretty important. That way none of this stuff can get damaged by their stupid attacks that come in. We will have to put in some missile turrets, so I want to see if I can try to deter them with the turrets. All right, so there's our basic little setup to, and we got power and got some defense against whatever crap is out here. This is a prime example of what I'm talking about. That is gonna happen all the freaking time out here. Oh, that is what we're gonna be protecting against. Okay, so now with that being said, let's go like this, just to make it look kind of cool. So that's how we're going to start our little thing here. Now, the exoplanet things, we need these. So can they be attached on either side, I'm assuming, right? Yeah. Let's put one of them bad boys down. Now, the first one that we want to go get, what do we want to do here? Let us make titanium so that way we can do plates. Oh, and you can choose how many. So I'm going to need to go get some fuel tanks. Okay. On how many bays come up here. Okay. How many ships go down? All right, that's cool. That's cool because what I want to do with that afterwards is we're gonna put it into a storage, right? So whatever comes in there goes into there. Eventually we will. Oh, we can afford it. We'll do it now. Okay, that's it. We've upgraded them. Now these ones I want only making plates. That should be more than enough. And then we're gonna put that there. And then the transport. Yeah, I guess we can go right at the end there. Perfect. So then whenever we put the buildings here, production, these guys, you are going to be making hull plating. Now, okay, I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make one guy doing hull plating. Then I'm going to set up another one going to get that as well. And then another one next to him going to get the congealed stuff. Or the whatever the hell that stuff is called. The silica. Because then we could turn that into the molding. And with the molding and the plates, we can make the other components that we have back home, the nano plating. Then we can do a line of nano plating and plates. So we're sending both of those back home. All right, I like that idea. So we'll start off with that. So you are here, and then when you're done, you go there, and then you go here. Perfect. Now, when I go and I copy this one, all those are all set up. That's 8. That's 10. That's 300 plates and 300 iron that it should get per whatever, right, per minute. So let's go back to the first one. We needed the medium tanks here, right? Grab half of those, I guess. Yeah, let's check this out. Let's go 1 bay, 2 bay, 3 bay, 4 bay. Let's see the output of these things. Because obviously we got empty space, the whole 9 yards. This is going to give us a good idea of how many items per minute we can pump out of this thing. Oh shit, I forgot. I got to smelt that, don't I? Yeah. Oh, now we got 10 of them making the plates and putting them into here. We'll upgrade this guy here. Nice. Now, transport, the wormhole. Don't have enough of this stuff in there yet, so we'll have to go back home and get some. In the meantime, we shall call this one F7 plates. Awesome. Let's go back to main base here. So if we take this bin that's downstairs and we right quickly here, copy it. I'm gonna put it on this side here. I'm gonna put this wormhole on top. We're just gonna find our F7 plates in here. Perfect. Perfect. So whatever plates come out of there should come in here, unless I didn't connect them. So this should technically help this workload out a little bit. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Maybe copying it over might not have been the smartest thing either, but we'll see. We got three things making plates more or less for these guys down here, right? So eventually you'd think that they would be okay. The only thing I think I might do is unlink these guys from putting the plates in there, maybe, instead of, like, you know, I'm trying to do both. Okay, there we go. So only these ones should be sending the items here, and then yeah, that's it. That's perfect. Even this one should not send its items there. Keep those all isolated. I'm just saying whether these things are backing up or not. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna go and make another row of those anyways. And then the next thing I need to make is these here, the superconductors. So let's go make a production line for these things. It's going to be the plates and the molecular bonding. So that's a quite the little setup. It looks like we're just missing some plating. I guess we're going to have to wait till that comes in. How ironic. Nice. These things are backing up very nicely, actually. Very good, very good. Perfect. The only difference is for this one right here, we don't want this at the end. There you go. Other than that, titanium. There we go. Everything else should be set to the side. Oh, except I don't have these upgraded. Interesting. I probably don't have enough of these materials back at home either. Maybe I do. And Joe, I don't know if it really matters. Do it anyways. Okay, so that's that plating one done. Is working out just fine. So let's multi-select again. I just grab that. We'll flip it around. Oh, what can't afford now? What? Okay, we should be able to wait that out. You can do it. I believe in you. Excellent. Okay, so the only difference is we have to change these ones to smelting molecular bonding. That's it. We want to build some nanoplating. Maybe you. You. Let me make you a new path. And you do you. And then the other to that one. Right, cool. Okay, so these guys here, I want you to go get the silica. Oh, or we're gonna have to wait for a whole bunch of plating because we're fresh out. Probably have to go have some back home. So, in the end, when this comes back, we start getting this. Hopefully everything should work out fine. Alright, so this seems to be going very well. And now we are making these guys here as fast as we can anyways, right? So, we shall take a ton of spool right after do this. Bam. There. There we go. Call that one that. And then we can go home and bring them home. Right after I link that to that. Awesome. 3 modules are disabled. What happened here? Get a wormhole here. Pop it on top. Link this one to make sure it's truly the one underneath it. Awesome. Yeah, will be there we go. Awesome. And then we'll connect you to this one here. Oh, there we go. Now you should be getting extra plating, and that should help. Oh, that's good. That's good. Kind of happy with that. It's a good start. Good start. All right, so I'm gonna let things build up in material wise for just a little bit. Um, and then after that, we'll go and we'll create another production line over there, making these here, the superconductors. Even though I already have one other base making superconductors, but they still just don't come in fast enough. Like I said, it's these kind of the crystals, right? You look at these crystals. Oh, they're starting to back up now. But yeah, they take a lot. They take a lot of crystals. There's two crystals, and they take. This is the fiber optics. They're brutal. Okay, so that's what we're holding back on this time around is the fiber optics. Craziness. That's empty. Well, no wonder it's having a hard time. Probably only got so much silica coming in at once there. Alright, so that's kind of redundant if we're having a hard time with silica over here. Now where is he? So let's upgrade you. We can upgrade you. The ship, we can upgrade it. Okay, so that's pumping out max amount right now. 540 items per minute. Here's requiring 90 a minute. So yeah, we're doing very good. That should help. Kinda. Anything is good help, right? One module damage. What are you guys doing out here? There we go. So we're slowly backing up on these here anyways, which is good. Here we're starting to back up too as well, which is good. These superconductors are always going to be an issue. Even if I think we're bringing them in elsewhere, I don't think we're going to be making that much more of a difference. So I think what we'll do is just continue. So we'll unpause this thing here. We did pretty good anyway, so at least we got some things over here set up to start anyways. And if I feel that we're gonna need way more superconductor things, then we'll extend this and we'll put more out here and we'll do a big setup. I'm probably sure we're probably gonna do one before the end of the episode, but we'll just go with this for now and we'll see how it does, right? So exactly like I thought, we're gonna have problems with the superconductors. So everything else seems to be going pretty well. So let's go back over here and slowly start getting up a nice superconductor thingamabobber going on here. So let us put in one of these things here. You are gonna bring us silica. Modules are low on power. All right. It means I'm gonna have to build more of these things. There we go. So now that we added more power, we should be able to continue on with our little thingamabobber here. Another exoplanet thing. We'll put a connector in the middle. Storage unit here. Always an upgraded. You to there. Then we're gonna start with the silica, I guess, and start turning them into the wire, and then that way we can, what else? Turn that wire to the fiber optics, and then that will be this production line done, and then we'll work on the next one. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to wait for some stuff there to be created. The nano plating. Well, I guess we could go back and steal some, right? There. Now you got all these guys making the wire. Yeah, that. Pretty wild. So another 6. Put another storage. Okay, and then now here we're gonna make the fiber optic cables, and we can copy that over. Bam. Stage 1 complete. Now we got to go and make the next one. Next one we're gonna get into is making the crystals. So we're gonna get a carbon fiber one next. And storage. Awesome sauce. 2 into there. We need carbon. Beautiful. I'll go get us carbon. Then we're gonna need 6 more of these. Storage. May as well just do this now, right? No, because these are only the crystals. And they don't get made into anything else. Do I? No. I'm probably gonna have to do what I did here too, right? And do something like this. So these are gonna smelt. The crystals. And oh, we're gonna turn that to carbon first. Oh yeah, carbon. But then we gotta turn it into the crystals. All right, that's still gonna have to all be connected though. Yeah. Because then we can come out like this. So that's it. All right. So now, fabricator, you are going to make. Oh no, wrong one. My bad. Fiber optics. All right. So you are gonna. No, not fiber optics. What am I? Kind of diamond. That's what I want. Bog sometimes, I'm telling you, right? Okay, so that should end up like that. Okay, perfect. And these are going to be the crystal makers. Oh, can't afford. What are we missing? Plating? No problem. We got plating back home. Lots of plating. So much plating that we don't know what to do with. Alright. Come back down here. Most excellent. Okay. So, it's making the crystals. It's making that. Excellent. Now, here, fabricators. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. We just do the one first, right, Bog? Okay. You are going to need, superconductors. So you're going to take from here and here, and you're going to put in there. 1, 2, 3. And unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to do 4 because, shoot, I forgot to put those on. If it ever gets backed up, probably not having unlimited there wouldn't be so bad. Here, I don't care. Um, yeah, don't really care. And what he's making here, same with these. If he's back up inside the machines, I'm not a big deal. But yeah, other than that, that's good. So now we're making superconductors here. Like I said, it's not super fast because it's the crystals, right, that aren't super fast. So that truly is a problem. Is the making of these crystals aren't the fastest. There you go. Finally got the amount required. Oh, wait a second. This could be my bad though. Let's try that. That could have been my fault. Let's see if that speeds shit up a little bit better. Probably will. They look a lot more active. Alright, so we'll let that go for now. Now we need to put a wormholio. And then this one is going to be called F7 super conductors. Yeah, sounds good. We're gonna upgrade that bad boy. We are gonna go put you into there. That way you're going in the right spot. And like I said, we don't make a whole ton of these per minute, but that's about as best as I can do to really get this going. Like I said, it's just the crystals that are the problem. 90 a minute, 90 a minute. So technically this box can't even furnish all of these. Like, I really hope for a tier 4 box. I really do. Particle storm, huh? No big deal. Alright, so let's go back home. Now, superconductors are here, so what we can do is we're going to add just another one to the back of you. We're going to link you to you. Main base. Super conductors 2. Why is there no power there? Anyways, you're connected. What happened? Did I overload our capacity here? That's probably what we did, right? So let us turn a few things off and see if we can get some power back here. Because those are usually pretty big power suckers, those things. Alright, so I turned some of this stuff off. That way at least we have power here. Let me add another section of power here. Would be good. Okay, we're missing, guess what? Superconductors. All right, so this is a little chit chat about the superconductors. Look at my little superconductor setup here. We got a container that's struggling. Got 80 to 90 per minute coming in on off basis there. These things here are making superconductors. They have the cores in them. They have there's 5 recipes each. Each have 30 per minute, 180 per minute. That's 500, 700 and something per minute. You're asking it. We're on a stage 12. These containers can only pump out 500 per minute. That says flow rate is 600, whatever. Same thing here, 540. So max is they can pump out, so they can't even furnish the 5 technically. They can only really do 4 of them, or even 3 of them really. So that's horrible right there, that they can't furnish enough machines. I think that they need to introduce the tier 3 one much earlier and the tier 4 one earlier for speed wise, or rebalance the speed for this level. I don't know, because 540 items per minute doesn't seem like it's fast enough. Plus, considering I have 3 setups of these, so if you go into here, I am making superconductors here. Okay, if we go back to our main base, I'm also making superconductors here. And okay, so we have 3 places making superconductors. Okay, we go back to the very beginning. Those superconductors, let's go to a nice big overview right here. We're gonna hit F and we're gonna say, okay, well, the superconductors, the only thing that they're furnishing is over here. Okay, no, sorry, my bad. Superconductors are right here. Are just furnishing these machines. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but the demand for these machines are quite a bit. So these ones here require 36 per minute with 5 recipes, so that's a lot for that. The next one you have over is these ones, 24 a minute. That's a lot. Then we're coming down here to these. These require 4, which I guess isn't too bad, so we won't hark on that too bad. And these are requiring 8. We'll be cutting it in half. Like, no, anyways, the requirements are a lot. For the speeds at which these things are created is just too slow, way too slow. They do not get furnished fast enough. Items can't get to them fast enough. And this is where I find the grind has been, is because you need conductors for all of these major parts, and they all flow in to the same end. So let's look at this. You need 5 of them in the ship. Then you need 1 for each recipe out here. This one requires 8 for each recipe, which is retarded. This one requires another 4 for each recipe, which is just wild. So that's a lot for one ship, and that's a big bottleneck, a really big bottleneck. Is that's just my opinion. And like I said, I got 3 of these things being created in 3 different areas, and I shouldn't have a problem furnishing. Like, look, all the other ones I have just 2 and we're furnishing just fine. This one I have 3. I could probably even go 4 and 5 different setups. Okay, but they're all gonna have to come here from the gas giant, because all these ones are all tapped out. I have no more resources in here that I can go get and use to create these. Okay, I've tapped everything out, so now everything, it just has to come from the gas giant. So that means I'd have to do like 3 more of those setups at the gas giant just to furnish the little bit I have here. That's crazy. These are like 5 machines and 3 massive setups of superconductors can't furnish this. That's crazy. That's my opinion. It's crazy. That's unbalanced. That needs to be changed. That's my little gripe and grop with your superconductors. Other than that, yeah, because it's like a half hour per machine, per ship to get constructed. Like, listen, I like your game, but I don't want to stare at the screen for a half hour just to get a ship out that I'm not even going to be able to use. That's just going to fly off in the distance and do whatever, and I'm going to go to the next stage. All right, so right now our biggest factor is speed, on how fast we can send items to machines, right? So we all know that I'm bringing in our fiber optics through here. So I made sure I upgraded both of those on both sides. I duplicated this bin and I put another one right here. I removed all of these from sending their items to this bin, so they're only furnishing this bin. Uh, the wormhole furnishes now both of these. And yeah, both of these are actually doing all the production or sending out all the items to all the stuff. So it seems to be doing a little bit better of a job sending the items to here and to here. But it's still slow, but it did help. It did help out a little bit. Uh, yeah, because like I said, our problem right now is our throughput of items to the machines not fast enough. So the more chests that you have, I guess the better in the way right now. That's why I had to double up on these in particular plate ones. So I did it here and it worked out fine. That helped me with the throughput of these things. Yeah, so I figured if it helped there, it should help here. So it is kind of helping a little bit. So we'll kind of go from there. We are slowly starting to back up on superconductors. That's only because this is done. And they also changed the amount of small probes is required for the ship. It used to be 500. They brought it down. They also brought down the antimatter amount, which is interesting. 100 wasn't a problem. Yay. 10 large ships. I only got 8, unless I made something else that was classified as a large ship before. I don't remember. Oh yeah, the one that it blew up at the beginning. True. Okay, so yeah, that would have been 10. That's sad. But anyways, this is the last one. As you can see, most of the items will come in really quick, other than the quantum computers and the science modules. Those are the ones that are going to be slowed up because it's all quantum computers. Craziness. But that's that. So I think that helped out a little bit. We'll let that go and we'll move on. Mosey on, I guess, as they say. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it? The last one has been completed. OMG. Man, this has taken hours and hours and hours. And by the way, I don't think I want these guys as valet parkers, because as soon as they park one next to them, it's like they're parking them on top of each other. Just craziness. It's awesome. So once this is done, it's going to get its probes and go over, and we shall be able to continue on and see what is next. I have to say this base looks pretty freaking awesome though. Go, I'll have to go get its probes there. That won't take long. There we go, and then we're going to get done. And we will be able to send off our fleet. Beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? We'll let Tim land it, and then we'll have one last look at our fleet that took like 20 hours to create. Massive. Beautiful. This part, all in red, didn't take long. This colored side, the green and the blue, that took like twice as long as what this side took. It was just maybe even 3 times. It was just retarded. Craziness. So with that being said, let's get on with the show, man. Have fun. I didn't even get to use any of you, but whatever. That looks pretty cool. Ciao, amigos. I You guys are a lot slower on takeoff.
Bad news, Commander.
What?
We've just heard back from the fleet we dispatched to the edge of the system, and it's official. The Void has arrived.
Okay.
The Void's last expansion phase has halted at the edge of this system, but another expansion could occur at any time. We need to get the Ark ship completed as soon as we can, Commander.
Sounds good.
Analysis has confirmed that a station could survive on the edge of the void's event horizon and could provide invaluable insight into the inner workings of this mysterious cosmic entity. This location has been added to your system map. More objectives are available from the Objectives panel.
Interesting. So we get to go hang out on the event horizon? No way. That's awesome. That's pretty dope. You know what? Just before we end the void, you know what? Let's leave it all messed up like that. Damn, son. That looks pretty cool. Looks very, very cool. Loving it. That looks like. All right. Well, you know what? On that note, I'm going to leave you there. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, everybody. Like, subscribe. Peace, take care. And we'll see you next time. Damn. Bye-bye.